everyone, it's me, Miss Branch, and here with lesson number 7. And lesson 7, we're going to learn about space. Now, not the space of surrounding the earth, we're going to learn about space and art. And space and art talks about how things are close or far away, like, ooh. And actually, when you see comic books and stuff and they draw like this, so you would draw my hand really, really big and draw my head small because this is closer and my head is further away. And actually, putting my hands in front of my face or not covering my whole face, that's another technique to show space in art because you're showing things overlapping. So something looks in front of it, something looks in back of it. And those are some of the other ways you can show space. So actually, we're going to show space with size, and that's another thing you can show space with. So we're going to have like a school of fish, and they're not all going to be close together, so they're going to be overlapping, and some of them are going to look far away because they're going to be small, and then we're going to have one that's going to be real close because it's huge, and we're going to show space in art. So what you're going to need is that blue long piece of paper from, I think that was project number 1. Yeah, from lesson 1 when we did the rainbow fish, well, the rainbow animals. So you're going to need your blue piece of paper, you're going to need a white piece of paper, you're going to need your scissors, your crayons, and your glue, and you can choose whether you use your glue stick or your liquid glue. And of course, you're going to need our wiggle eyes because you can't make something without eyes because it's fun to make with eyes. And your scrap paper from the other projects because we can use some of this in this project. All right, so here we go. First things first, let me switch my camera. All right, so we have our long blue strip and a little short white piece of paper, and this is what we're going to make our fish from. And we're going to first start by making the size of paper to make them. So we're going to fold this in half and then cut it on the line. So we're going to put this piece off to the side. So this is going to be our big fish. So now we're going to fold it in half again. And this will be our next size down fish. And then we're going to fold it in half. And then, of course, it's going to be the next size fish. And we're going to fold it in half. And, of course, our next size fish. And then we're going to fold what's left in half. And you notice each piece, even though I'm folding each piece in half, they're getting smaller and smaller. And fold in half. There we go. I don't want to be out of the screen. So, oh, there's a scrap paper that I didn't get put away from the last lesson. There we go. And then I can fold in half one more time. It might be kind of hard to cut anymore, but if you're able to, you can fold your last piece in half if you want to. But I'm gonna stop here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fish that we can make. Or let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and put that there, but I doubt if I use it because that's gonna be too small to cut with our scissors. But it's really cool how each time I fold it in half, the rectangles get smaller and smaller. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start with my smallest fish. Like I said, I kept going, but I think those are gonna be too small to cut. So I'm gonna go here with number 7. And you can use a pencil if you have that. That's on our list of supplies, or you can use your crayon. I'm gonna go ahead and use a pencil, and then I'm going to color it. What I'm going to do is bring this camera really, really close because it's such a tiny piece of paper. And I'm gonna draw 2 diagonal lines for the fish tail. And then I'm going to make a big circle or a C shape for the body. And I can give it an eye because this is going to be too tiny to use a wiggle eye on. And I can give a little fin. And if I can, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop there. I can draw some details on here. And then I'm gonna color with the crayon. So there's my first fish. I'll move it right here so you guys can see. Well, you got one. And then I'm gonna bring the next one. It's gonna get a little bigger. So again, the tail. This branch is left-handed. Let me turn it this way so make sure you guys can see. And then make my big kind of oval shape that runs back into the tail. And I'm gonna give it an eye because it's getting small. And I can draw a fin and I can draw some lines on the tail for some detail. Now, the further away things are when you're drawing them and they are smaller, or in art or in life, when things are far away, they get smaller and smaller. And they also, you don't see as many details. So now I'm going to go ahead and go, this eye gets a little bigger and the fin gets a little bigger. You know what? Now I think I can see the mouth. I think I can see the mouth on this one. I'm going to go ahead back and put the mouth on this one. All right. So now, oh, and that's closer so I can probably see the fin on top. And then, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the next one. And I'm drawing the tail. And let me draw this sideways again. So remember, Miss Branch is left-handed, so my hand often blocks the camera. And my body, and eye, a smile, a fin, and a top fin. And maybe you can see the bottom fin now. Now, I don't want to draw too much because then that's a lot we got to cut out. So I'm going to put them off to the side. So here, I'll put them over here. I'm going to lift my camera up a little bit. All right, so now I'm getting to the next fish. And again, make my tail. And then make my big oval shape or circle shape. And give it an eye, a mouth, a fin. And yeah, I can see a fin up here and I can see a fin down there. And then, of course, the lines in the tail. I forgot to do the lines in the tail on this one. There we go. And now my next one. So again, make my lines for my tail. And then my big body. And my fin, my back fin. Now this one's going to get bigger, so I'm not going to do the eye too big because I can probably do a wiggly eye on this one because it's bigger. But I'm going to put a little circle where I want the eye to go. And then my fin and a mouth. And then, of course, my biggest fish, the closest fish that's going to be in the picture. And again, draw my 2 diagonal lines for the tail. And then my body gets bigger. And my fin and my back fin. And it's going to get a big eye. So I'll just put a little circle there. My eye's going to go on the mouth and the fin. Oh, and I forgot the lines on the tail again. All right, so now I'm going to raise my camera up so that you can see. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? I probably should color them first before I cut them out. Probably be easier. So let me go ahead. Let's see. What do I want? Let's see. On my other example, I did the fish orange and yellow, just so I know they're bright colors. You can see them. You can pick any colors you want to make your fish. Let's see. What is this color? This is, oh, just red. Huh. What's this one? Oh, violet red. I want to do violet red. Oh, you know what? I like purple. What's this? Yep, purple. Let's see. Ooh, and what color will work great with purple? Well, definitely yellow. I think I'll do yellow orange. Or oh, this one's called dandelion. All right, because they're complementary colors. And we learned about complementary colors too when we were doing our symmetry project in lesson 6. So let's see. I think I'm going to trace my fins purple. And I'm going to add some more lines to them. It's totally up to you. You're the artist. You get to decide how yours is going to look. And I'm pressing kind of hard with this purple because now I'm going to go back and color lightly over top of those lines I just did. I'll bring the camera in a little closer so you guys can see the colors. Because I'm coloring lightly and not dark all the way, because the fins usually are see-through on a fish. And let's see, except for like on a shark, they're not see-through. But like smaller fish, they're kind of like transparent a little bit. Some of them, they're not all fish, but most of them. And let's see, since I said I'm doing my complementary colors, like in the last lesson when we were learning about symmetry and we learned about complementary colors, I'm gonna just keep the complementary colors going. You know what? I think I want to trace my fish body with the purple too. Yeah, I like that better. And there, and a smile. Now on this ones, I did use black. So if you want to use black to trace your fish, you can do that too. I just want to change it up. All right, so there's one fish. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll put the eye on it a little bit. And then two fish. I'm gonna go ahead and trace everything. Yep, this is the part that takes a long time. Maybe I should make this homework and we come back for lesson 2 when we have our fish all colored, and we can make that part 2. You know, that is a good idea. So you can spend the rest of your homework on this part of the project is coloring your fish. And then part 2, we can cut them out and glue them on and talk about more things about our fish. So everyone, let me switch my camera. All right, so this branch is giving you homework again. First grade, yes, you get art homework too sometimes. So we're going to finish coloring our fish. We have 7 fish to color. And if you want, you can go ahead and cut them out too. And so when we're ready for the next video, you'll have your fish all colored and cut out. So that's your homework. You're going to cut out your fish after you color them. Now, I decided on complementary colors. You can pick any colors you want. You can make them all different colors. They don't have to be the same colors. Okay, so it's totally up to you how you want to do your fish. All right, everyone, I will see you in the next video.